Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. During its June 20th meeting, the Greensboro City Council adopted the $751 million operating budget for fiscal year 2023-24. The budget goes into effect on July 1st. The budget includes a city property tax rate of 67.25 cents per $100 property valuation, while water and sewer fees will increase by 8.5%. The city maintains one of the lowest water rates compared to other North Carolina cities. The budget meets the challenge of increased demand for development, with additional resources dedicated to expediting the city's development review process. The operating budget addresses the increased pace of growth by funding new positions in fire, planning, engineering and inspections, transportation, and water resources. It also provides additional resources for economic development incentives and covers inflationary increases for goods and services. The approved budget reinforces the city's goal to attract the most skilled workforce in a difficult labor market by providing competitive pay structures for city employees, increasing employee minimum wage, and increasing starting salaries for police officers by nearly 19%. The adopted budget will be published on the city's website in July. Residents, business owners, visitors, and other downtown stakeholders are encouraged to attend the public input sessions on the downtown parking plan. An in-person meeting will take place from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 28th in the Nussbaum Room at the Central Library. A virtual session will be hosted on Zoom Thursday, June 29th, beginning at 12:30 p.m. These sessions offer an opportunity to hear from consultant Kimley Horn about existing downtown parking conditions, research on industry's best practices, the outcomes of stakeholder survey results, and to discuss proposed changes to Greensboro's parking system. Attendees are encouraged to ask questions and provide additional feedback. The plan's goals include managing parking in a way to support local businesses, reduce congestion, update pricing and enforcement programs, and efficiently manage existing parking facilities and loading zones. The plan will provide recommendations for improving downtown parking and should be complete by this fall. If you're attending the in-person meeting, the Central Library is located at 219 North Church Street. Creative Greensboro partnered with local artist Tamara Hunt to create a new crosswalk mural at the intersection of Haywood and Neal Streets in the historic Glenwood neighborhood. The artwork, part of the Neighborhood Arts program, was officially unveiled during a ceremony on Friday, June 23rd. Hunt, a member of the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina, hosted 4 events last fall at the People's Market to share personal stories of past and present Glenwood residents who are also part of the indigenous Native American community. She designed the crosswalk mural based on the stories and themes they shared. The artwork includes a braid, an eagle feather, symbols to represent people, unity and community, and colors of the healing circle, red, black, yellow, and white. Representatives of the Tribal Council of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina, Glenwood Together, Guilford Native American Association, Greater Glenwood Neighborhood Association, and the People's Market shared remarks during the unveiling. Hunt was born and reared in Greensboro with a passion for using art to create unity within diverse communities. She has a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the UNCG and a Master's of Fine Arts from the University of Tennessee. The Neighborhood Arts program has committed more than $150,000 to date toward creative projects in the 5 neighborhoods identified for reinvestment in the Housing GSO plan. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
70% of Americans are overweight, and the majority of them have health issues that would improve with weight loss. So how do you know if your weight is affecting your health? The easiest way is to calculate out your BMI, or your body mass index. You can do that by going online and entering in your height and your weight. It will give you a number. If that number is 30 or greater, it is likely that your weight is affecting your health. When your BMI is greater than 30, it puts you at much higher risk of things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. In fact, if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have a greater than 300% chance of becoming diabetic. If your BMI is 40, that increased risk goes up to 500%. So if you want to lose weight, the most important thing to start with is to calculate out your resting metabolic rate. That's what most people consider their metabolism, and it tells us how many calories you need to keep your weight the same with a low level of activity. The best way to do that is to take your weight and multiply by 9 if you're a woman and 11 if you're a man. Now that we've calculated out your resting metabolic rate, it's time to figure out how many calories you need in order to lose weight. If you cut 500 calories per day from your resting metabolic rate, you lose approximately 1 pound of fat per week. If you think 1 pound a week isn't significant, you should know that a pound of fat is about the size of a small grapefruit. So losing a grapefruit of fat every week isn't too shabby. Exercising while losing weight is important in order to prevent your metabolism from falling while you're losing weight. Studies show that just 10 minutes a day of exercise 5 times a week is enough to cause health benefits. If you increase that exercise to 30 minutes 5 times a week, you maximize those benefits and you find it much easier in order to keep your weight off. Studies also show that if you exercise more than 30 minutes 5 times a week, you can increase your hunger. That increase in hunger tends to make you eat more calories than you just burned, which defeats the point of exercise for weight loss. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips will help put you on a path for a healthier future. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Karen Beasley.
The new neighborhood toolbox is being retooled due to popular demand, and find out which city department has been recognized by a national association. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Changes have been made to the recently launched Neighborhood Toolbox Lending Center due to its overwhelming participation. Residents wanting to make repairs to their home or work with neighbors on a community project now must pick up and return the borrowed tools and equipment. The hours of operation are from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at the Greensboro Sportsplex parking lot located at 2400 16th Street. Delivery of tools and equipment is no longer offered, and the program does not operate on city-recognized holidays. The Neighborhood Toolbox, which began taking reservations 1 month ago, remains free of charge. Also new to the program is the use of one lending request form, regardless if your project is personal or a group project. Once your lending request form has been received, a Neighborhood Toolbox team member will contact you to make the necessary arrangements. When you pick up the tools and equipment, present identification and proof of Greensboro residency. This tool lending program is available for non-commercial purposes to people who live within Greensboro city limits. For more information about the program, visit the city's website. The Greensboro History Museum has received the prestigious Award of Excellence from the American Association for State and Local History for the exhibit North Carolina Democracy, 11 Elections. The Award of Excellence is part of the organization's Leadership in History Awards. This is the most prestigious recognition for achievement in the preservation of state and local history. North Carolina Democracy, 11 Elections explores choices and changes across 11 state elections between 1776 and 2010, illustrating the twists and turns of who could participate, how voters cast their ballots, and what influenced decisions that continue to shape what democracy means today. The exhibit is part of the Greensboro History Museum's Project Democracy 2020 initiative, exploring American democracy through exhibitions, public programs, and innovative community connections. Project Democracy is supported in part by North Carolina Humanities, the state affiliate of the National Endowment for the Humanities. Located in downtown Greensboro's Cultural District, the museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Admission is free. For more information, visit the city's website. The Greensboro Fire Department is accepting applications for Camp Spark. This free 4-day camp introduces high school females to the fire service in an interactive and high-energy environment. The application period is open through June 30th, and the camp is limited to 20 participants in grades 9 to 12. The goal of Camp Spark is to instill self-confidence and encourage perseverance while stressing the importance of keeping a good attitude, showing respect, and gaining knowledge about the fire profession. From July 17th to July 21st, campers will be taught by female firefighters about subjects centered on the value of leadership, teamwork, and the basics of firefighting. The application is available online and can also be downloaded for printing. Hard copies can be mailed or dropped off to the Fire Administration Office located at 1514 North Church Street in Greensboro. The Downtown Greenway is the place to be this summer if you like being outdoors and interacting with people of all ages and backgrounds. Coming up after the break, we'll give you an overview of the family-friendly activities on tap. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The summer activities schedule is mapped out for those of you who enjoy the outdoors and visiting Greensboro's Downtown Greenway. Joining me now to tell us what's in store for all ages is Chelsea Phipps. She is the Greenway and Gardens Program Coordinator in the Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department. Hello, Chelsea. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Thank you for joining me. So what programs can people look forward to attending along the Downtown Greenway this summer?
So it's a very exciting season for us. Certainly this is kind of peak programming for the outdoor sector. Some of our fan favorites right now are the Tuesday night free fitness classes that we offer in conjunction with the YMCA of Greensboro. So those are every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock on the Greenway at the Moorhead Park Trailhead. So 475 Spring Garden Street. They're free. Every week is a different instructor, a different style. Bring a water bottle, a mat, and a friend, and be ready to sweat. So that's something that we offer every Tuesday, April through October. We also have First Friday Children's Story Times happening. First Friday of the month, 10:30 in the morning at Wovenworks Park. And that's in collaboration with our Greensboro Public Library, as well as Ready Ready and the Basics Guilford. So that's a fan favorite for those with little ones looking for a Friday morning activity. And then we have our walking tours that continue, and always a popular way to learn not only about the Greenway, but downtown Greensboro and our history and all of our public art. So lots of things available.
I love the connectivity, and Downtown Greenway was intended to do that, connect the community. So July is going to be action-packed, and tell us what you have in store as far as the Downtown Greenway Community Picnic.
Yes, we're very excited for that. So this is our second annual community picnic. It's definitely going to be a yearly tradition from now on. This year's we're switching it up to have a good old pig pickin', and we're very excited that we get to host legendary pitmaster Ed Mitchell. He's North Carolina's most famous pitmaster in the National Barbecue Hall of Fame. He's been on Bobby Flay shows on the Food Network. So we're really excited that he and his son Ryan are going to be cooking up a whole hog on the smoker. The hog itself is coming from A&T's farm, which is exciting local connection. And then we have downtown restaurant Seal and Sco that's going to be cooking up all the classic southern sides and desserts. We have Colin Cutler, who's a local singer and songwriter, and he'll be providing the live music at the event. And then IVG is going to be our MC and conversation partner. And of course, she's a local, hospitality guru, motivational speaker. So we're very excited to have all these elements coming together. And it's all made possible through not only Parks and Recreation, but Greensboro Bound, because Ryan and Ed Mitchell have just launched their new cookbook. And so we're sort of part of their book tour. Scuppernog Books is providing sales, and Ed and Ryan will do signings of their book, and it's just, there's a lot of really exciting things coming together for this picnic.
So that's on July 8th. Is the admission free?
It is a ticketed event, so it is a fundraiser to allow us to provide the rest of our programming year-round for free. So the tickets are available online. It's tinyurl.com/DGPicnic23. And so tickets are available. It's limited capacity because, you know, once the hog runs out, that's the end of the servings. But something that people are definitely not going to want to miss.
Okay, well, we're going to check it out on the tiny URL.
Yeah.
National Parks and Recreation Month is in July, so you are gearing up for that. How is the city recognizing this month?
We've got a lot certainly in store. The theme nationally this year for Parks and Recreation Month is Where Community Grows, and we're really instilling that with 5 signature events. So each Saturday throughout the month of July, people can look forward to something different. We're starting off July 1st with Tie-Dye the 4th of July, so that'll be at the Warnersville Pool this year. Chance for kids and families to come out and tie-dye a shirt in red, white, and blue, and then enjoy a pool party afterwards. July 8th, of course, is the community picnic on the downtown Greenway. July 14th, the Friday night, we then move back to Barber Park for adult recess, and that is certainly a crowd pleaser for everyone 21 and over. As it implies, adult recess, food trucks, beer vendors, games, and the splash park to enjoy. July 22nd, we're going to have a movie in the park at Hester Park, and it's the Super Mario Brothers movie this year.
Okay.
And then we'll close out the month on July 28th, is it? With Croquet in the Garden at the Tanger Bicentennial Garden. We'll have croquet and pétanque and some food vendors and just a nice evening in the garden.
Okay, nice variety.
Absolutely.
So you can pick one of those 5, all 5,
Yeah,
2 of the 5, just
exactly.
whatever you like. So that brings us to the Greenway Run and Block Party, another favorite that people love to attend. What takes place at that event?
So that is, as the name implies, there is a sort of a fun run walk element, shorter distance and longer. So this year we're changing it a little bit. We're going to have a 1 mile and then a 5K, so just over 3 miles. But it's really open for anyone of all abilities. We typically see a lot of families, kiddos. Last year, I believe we had registrants from age 0 to 92. And so it's just a nice leisurely fun run or walk. And then the community block party right downtown on North Eugene Street at Lo-Fi Park with food trucks and vendors and music and games and entertainment. And this year we're excited. We're going to be doing some additional things in partnership with the YMCA of Greensboro, including a Couch to 5K training program.
Okay.
So through the Bryan YMCA, they're going to offer it as a 6-week class leading up to our Downtown Greenway run. So folks who have just always wanted to challenge themselves but maybe don't know where to start or have that support, they can learn all the ins and outs of preparing for running or walking your first 5K.
Okay, we don't want any injuries.
No. And that'll be on, I should say, Saturday, September 23rd is this year's event for the Run and Block Party.
Okay, plenty of time to prep and train.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just spectate.
Yes.
Now, with everything that you just mentioned, all these fantastic events, how can the community stay connected and just be in the know about what's happening on the Greenway?
Yes, there's certainly a lot to keep up with. Even I struggle with it a bit. But for all the Downtown Greenway programming, our website is downtowngreenway.org. At the bottom of the homepage, you can subscribe to our e-newsletter to really stay up to date with everything coming up. And then on Facebook and Instagram, we're at Downtown Greenway. And for everything we have across Parks and Recreation, gsoparksandrec.com or at GSO Parks and Rec on Facebook and Instagram. Again, we've got newsletters and just everything happening with youth sports at the lakes, the rec centers, the gardens, the parks. There's no shortage of options to find your fun in Greensboro.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Chelsea, thank you for sharing all of this fun activity taking place on the Downtown Greenway. Come back often and soon so you can keep us posted on what's happening in the fall.
I would love to. Yes, thanks again for having me.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. As part of Creative Greensboro's Neighborhood Arts residency, Emilio Mars has enhanced the basketball court at Random Woods Park, and Chuck Johnson has painted 2 crosswalk murals in the Mill District. Each artist was selected by the neighborhood residents to lead community engagement and arts programming during a 6-month artist residency and installation of at least one culminating visual arts project. Mars designed original artwork for the park's basketball court and backboards. The artwork features colorful characters, swirling lines, and the name of the neighborhood. Johnson's mural design honors the area's textile workers. The crosswalk artwork located at 14th and Church Streets is an indigo-colored flannel pattern mural. At 12th and Yanceyville Streets, the crosswalk mural features fruit that grows on trees planted in the yards of textile workers' homes. These trees remain a part of the area's natural landscape. To learn more about Creative Greensboro, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some of the special events happening this weekend on the town. The Greensboro Science Center's next monthly music and laser light show is June 30th and features songs by artists like David Bowie, John Lennon, and Elvis Presley. Enjoy one of 3 laser tribute shows in the center's Omnisphere Theater. Tickets cost $7 and may be bought online at greensboroscience.org. Enjoy a night of food, music, and shopping on the Great Lawn at LeBauer Park on June 30th. Local artists, crafters, and food trucks sell their wares while the musical group The Collective GSO performs. Learn more about this free event at greensborodowntownparks.org. There's tie-dye fun for the whole family July 1st at the Warnersville Pool. Guests can create their own unique tie-dye designs and enjoy a day of swimming. Pool admission is free, but tie-dye supplies cost $10 and aren't guaranteed without pre-registration on the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov. The Last Summer on Earth tour featuring alternative rockers Bare Naked Ladies with 5 for Fighting and Delamitri visits the White Oak Amphitheater on July 1st. Enjoy the band's clever lyrics and catchy melodies under the stars with lawn seats starting at $24.50. Buy your tickets at the Coliseum box office or online at greensborocoliseum.com. Celebrate America's birthday July 4th with downtown Greensboro's fun 4th Freedom Fest and Freedom Run. Run in either the 5K or 10K or the fun run in the morning, and then enjoy music, kids' activities, and food trucks throughout downtown Greensboro later in the day. There's free parking all day and fireworks after the Grasshoppers game that night, but you need a game ticket to watch the show inside First National Bank Field. Find the full event schedule at downtowngreensboro.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation Departments will once again host its free summer playground program, Energy at the Park. This will be available in 4 neighborhoods from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mondays through Thursdays now through August 10th. Rising first grade students through 15-year-olds are invited to participate in supervised sports, games, crafts, and free lunch. Parents or guardians may register their kids at any of the following playgrounds: Hampton Park on Four Seasons Boulevard, Heath Park on Holtz Chapel Road, Sussman Street Park on Sussman Street, and Woodmere Park on Autumn Drive. Energy at the park can be canceled due to severe rain or extreme heat. For more information, visit the city's website or contact Mel Melton at 336-373-7502. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Greensboro Transit Agency. GTA recognized the federal Juneteenth holiday by providing free fares system-wide on the national holiday. All GTA routes, as well as Access GSO services, provided free transportation during regular operating hours from 5:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Way to go, Greensboro Transit Agency. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.